शरणमहं प्रपद्ये। ओम शांति शांति शांति। ओम नमो ब्रह्मादिभ्यो ब्रह्म विद्या संप्रदाय कर्तृभ्यो वंश ऋषिभ्यो महद्भ्यो नमो गुरुभ्यः। सर्वोपप्लवरहितः प्रज्ञानघनः प्रत्यगर्थो ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि ब्रह्मैवाहमस्मि। वेदान्तार्थविभासकाय गुरवे शान्ताय सन्न्यासिने नानावादी नगेन्द्रसङ्गपवये योगीन्द्रवन्द्याय च मोहध्वान्तदिवाकराय भगवत्पादाभिधां बिभ्रते तस्मै भाष्यकृते नमोऽस्तु सततं पूर्णाय बोधात्मने। सर्वतन्त्र स्वतन्त्राय सदात्माद्वैतवेदिते श्रीमते शंकरार्याय वेदांत गुरवे नमः। योऽवतीर्ण इहाचार्य रूपेण यतीनामुदे श्रीमन्नारायणं वन्दे तं हरिं करुणानिधिम्। मननाख्यं प्रकरणं वासुदेव यतीश्वरैः रचितं विस्तरेणाद्य संग्रहेण प्रकाश्यते। बालानाम् उपकाराय मम विज्ञानसिद्धये तत्र श्रीबालगोपाल कृष्ण सन्निहितो भवेत्। एवं विवेक विवेकिनो बहुभेदोऽस्ति. Now what we have understood, that there indeed is a great vast difference between the wise and the ignorant, between the viveki and the aviveki. Because what is the basic difference? The basic difference is what is the recognition of this I and of the world. Other than these 2 points, there is nothing more that can become the content of any experience. Every experience has got only these 2 points, aham and that what is anaham. I and that what is not I. Not I is obviously the world. I is this one who is presently seen as the experiencer. So now what is the understanding about this I and not I in case of the jnani and in case of the ajnani is what determines the difference. Is what determines the difference. And the difference is not only in understanding, but also the difference is that though the Sharira Parigraha Dukkham is there, yet what is there? That the Jnani recognizes that all the Dukkham belongs to the body-mind complex. It belongs to the body-mind complex. And therefore, I, the self, I am untouched by the Dukkham, by the world. Now, the second very important thing is that this world, which is the conglomerate of Dukkham, what is its status? And that status is that this world is only an appearance, mithya, and therefore to him now the reality which is associated with Dukkham is eradicated. The Dukkham which is associated with the self, this association is eradicated. And therefore the Satyatma cannot have any association with that what is not Satyam. Okay? And hence now there is a vast difference. Okay? Now this is what was said till now. Furthermore, देवानामपि वज्रहस्त पुरन्दरः इत्यादि वेदवचनेषु शरीरपरिग्रहार्थमस्ति एव. Then there is a Purvamimamsaka or somebody, Pauranika, who comes and says that one should attain the Swarga, heavenly worlds, just as, people who are outside the orbit of Vedic Vicharadhara, they also have this heaven. Okay? So those people also have an idea that there is life after death, and that life is not going to be on the earth. So it has to be on some other place. And in this life, as human being, if you have believed in a God that they propagate, now that God is going to give you a reward. What is that reward? Just for you believing in that God? That God is going to reward you with heavenly pleasures. Heavenly pleasures. And what are those heavenly pleasures? They are nothing but magnification of your earthly pleasures. If a person on the earth says that I am going to do all these things, you are going to say it is a waste of life. That really theological people are going to say it is a waste of life. But then you go over there, your heaven, and do the same things on a massive scale. What is that? That is not a waste. That is their great attainment. So nothing, there is nothing left over there. So they have just translated. But in the Vedic Dharma, even when they are going to talk about this this Swarga is not a reward for you believing in God. There, Naraka is also there. But that Naraka is a punishment, eternal punishment for not believing in God. You know what? How flimsy the whole thing is. How flimsy it is. Today I believe that you are my friend. Tomorrow I believe that you are not. Or till today I believe that you are not my friend. But now your actions have proved that you are my friend. Now, in order for me to believe, I need the response from the other person also. Just by you saying that believe in me, believe in me, believe in me, can there be, because your actions were such that they made me think that you are my enemy, or your actions were such that they made me think that you are my friend. So you understand, ताली एक हाथ से नहीं बजती है. You cannot have clap, one hand clap of one hand. You'll always require two hands to clap. So if I'm not able to believe in your God, which means your God is also not providing me sufficient evidence to believe in him as God. Just because it was said by your God, and now that book has come, or whatever the prophet or Messiah or whatever it may be, Messiah, whatever it may be, then you are still going to punish me with an eternal pain. And that is how loving God is. That is how forgiving God is. I may have lived a very virtuous life. Only thing is that I didn't believe in God. I helped people. I paid my taxes. I never cheated on my wife. I loved my children, made them good citizens. I helped my relatives. I tried to do good as much and help as much as I can. I did all those things to make the world a better place around me. Only thing is that I didn't believe in any supernatural entity. As a result of this, what does this God do? Makes me suffer. Very forgiving and very rewarding and very loving God. Remember this. This is how that God is loving. And this is how that God is compassionate. This is how that God is, great. This is the greatness. I mean, what greatness do you see in this? Even an ordinary person will be a better judge who has not gone to school or colleges or education. Will still be a better judge. But over here in the Vedic religion, when it is said that you will go to heaven, which means it is absolutely based on your punya karma. Okay. And in order to be in heaven and enjoy the heavenly experiences, you will require a body which is appropriate to that. You see, are we not trying to discover some planets on which life is possible? So even if life is possible, you will have to have that kind of a body which will be able to sustain itself as living, as life in that particular mixture of gases which is there on that planet or whatever that place may be. Is not it? So you will require an appropriate body. So also the person who has now done sufficient punya, now whether it is Vajpayee or Ashwamedh or whatever, he has been a Nitya Agnihotri or so and so forth, he goes to heaven. Now in that heaven, he assumes there is a body. He assumes a body. And that body in which those heavenly experiences of the heaven can be had is the body which we call is of the Devas. Ajana Deva, Karma Deva, there are categories also. So therefore, now those who have gone to the heaven like that, and amongst them is the overlord of the heaven. He is that position that is called as the Indra. Now this Indra is the overlord. Is he with the body or not? So he is also with body. How do you know? Shastra. So the Shastra says, Vajra Hasta Purandara. So this Purandara means Indra. Purandara means Indra. I think in Bengalis, they must be having this name also no, for people, Purandara. Common? Sabyasachi is common. Sabyasachi. तुम्हारा भी वर्ब हो जाता है ना So then what happened? Now, this Vajrahasta Purandara, this Purandara Indra, how is he? He is wielding the thunderbolt. Vajra. He is Vajrahasta. He is wielding the thunderbolt in the hand. So if he is holding the thunderbolt, which means that he has to have a hand, and then just hand cannot be there, right? So for that hand, rest of the body also is there. So Indra is also with Deha. And therefore now even if you are Indra in the heaven also, you are with body. Sharira Parigraha is there. And since Sharira Parigraha is there, what will come? Dukkham will also follow. Even if you are the most powerful Vajrahasta Purandara. Sharira Parigraha. Parigraha darshanat dukkham astyeva. Acha, you have made a statement like that. Katham? How come? Iti chet, if this is your question, अन्योन्यम युद्धतः गोपशापाभ्याम असुर राक्षसोपद्रवात् पुण्य कर्म फलनाशे सति भाव्याधपात भयादपि दुःखम अस्ति एव. There is a long list. Okay, what is the first thing? Anyonyam yuddhataha. Even if there are these gods, then there is always going to be competition. So you also have earned that much merit, punya. I also have. But now that sense of competition has not gone to prove who is better, who is head above shoulders. है ना? You want to prove क्या लगता क्या है, हम क्या हमको ऐसा ऑर्डिनरी समझता है, हम दिखा देगा. ऐसे ही थोड़ी हेवन में आया है. हाँ हाँ, ट्रेन का टिकट खरीदते हैं तो उनको जैसे लगता है ना कि दे आर लैंडलॉर्ड्स ओनली. सब ट्रेन टिकट खरीदा है, हाँ हमारा जगह. Vajra. So now this Anyonyam Yuddhataha. So now they have some sort of, rivalry also amongst themselves. And then Upa Shapabhyam, one gets angry. Says, angry, I will give you, I will curse you. Hope also and Shapa also is there. So Bhaya, that Bhaya is there. Then, what happened was, if you go to Kashi, where I used to live before Lalita Ghat, now that Math is all empty and all because of the corridor, I think that will also go away. So our Math, the Siddhagiri Math, Rajarajeshwari Math used to be, is still there on the Lalita Ghat, right on the Ghat, on Ganga. So this came first. So this Mahatma, whatever 300, 400, 500 years ago when this Math was built, used to live there. And he used to sit in that window over there, or there is that Meghadambari. There is one umbrella, the stone umbrella. He used to sit over there and he used to do his japa and samadhi abhyas straight looking at Ganga. And also he used to have darshan of Manikarnika Ghat. So from Lalita Ghat, Manikarnika was still visible. It is not very far away. When they cremate and all, the ashes also come into our rooms, used to come. Not a lot of, I the white and all that are not, little bit with the wind and breeze come. So what happened was smell used to come. So what happened was that another Mahatma built another mutt on the ghat between Lalita Ghat and that Manikarnika Ghat. And his balcony and the whole thing protruded out and prevented the view of Manikarnika of this Mahatma Siddhagiri. So this Siddhagiri Mahatma got angry and he cursed, "You have stopped me from having the darshan of Manikarnika. I curse that this mutt that you have built, no Mahatmas will ever live in this. All only these Mallas, these boatmen people and all these people will only come and occupy it." And since then, that is the case. Though it was a mutt before, now it is all only you. So this Mahatma who made that mutt, what did he do? He was not going to sit back. He said, "I also give you curse. In your mutt, bats will live. Bats. Chamgadar. Bats will live." So in Rajarajeshwari mutt, we used to have so many bats, so many bats, so many bats, so many bats. So there were bats and we were batmen. So even if you go there in the heaven, the same thing. Now those two Mahatmas must have met there somewhere in Kailash Lok. Hey, यहाँ पे भी आ गया. परेशान किया. Because where will they go? They will go to Kailash because they are going to die in Kashi. Kashi Marana Moksha. So no way they can go anywhere. Kailas, Shankar Bhagwan, वहाँ पे भगवान, भगवान said, now you have come for moksha over here. Now I'll give you tattvamasi. Don't fight. So then what happens is, Kopashabhabhyam Asura Rakshasopatravat. Now even that, the Asura Rakshasas are also going to do the Akraman. What is Akraman? Attack. They are also going to do the attack. Attack from Katak. Attack. Okay. So then कोपशापाभ्याम असुर राक्षसोपद्रवात पुण्य कर्म फलनाशे सति भाव्याधपात भयादपि. Now, so one is from internal thing, external, and even furthermore, when the punya is going to finish, huh? when the punya is going to get exhausted, what? He will be still in the heaven or what? Please go. Huh? They don't die in heaven. They are just pushed from there. And then by that time, he is already in some garbha. Huh? Huh? Maharaj Shri used to say that looking at a person, you know whether he has come from heaven or hell. Where is he coming from? So if the person is, is coming from a very, if you go to some nice place for a holiday, then how do you come? With a foul mood? And if you're coming from a place where which was crowded and people were and you lost your money, you lost your bag, huh? Uh, uh, what you're going to come with very happy mood, huh? What nice you also go. Huh? You're going to shout at your wife. You only told that we should go angry all the time. So then you know where is that person coming from, looking at his face. Where ये कहाँ से आ गए? Where was this imported from? ये imported माल कहाँ का है? So, तो पुण्य कर्म फलनाशे सति भाव्याधपाद भयादपि दुःखमस्त्येव. Thus, even if you go to heaven, and we are talking which heaven? The heaven which is Shruti Pratipadya heaven. We are not any other heaven. Right? So when we even say Paraloka, that Paraloka means Shruti Pratipadya Paraloka only. No other. Yeah. Okay, remember this very well. Because that is not Paraloka. This is all fraught with errors only. कुछ नहीं. What is their gati? Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam. Only that much. Till somehow they come in contact with some Vaidika Dhara, then only there is Dhara for them. Otherwise, whatever they may believe and all, they will come and go. Okay? That's all for them. Katham dukkhitanam itesham itaraihi upasyatvam. Now the Purva is saying, sir, all these gods, etc., from the heaven that you are talking about, and Vajrahasta Purandara, if they are also Dukhi people, how come they are being told by the Shruti that they should be worshipped, upasya, that they can be propitiated through upasana, through devotion? Okay, how then? Katham dukkhitanam api tesham itaraihi upasyatvam. Itaraihi matlab manavaihi upasyatvam. Katham va sukhadatrutvam iti chet. And if they are propitiated, those gods are propitiated, They also have the capacity to make you happy. They themselves are not, but they can make you. How come? How come they can do that? So over here said, what is this is not. And that's why now, if this is the thing, that's why in heaven, gods are not Sukhi, they are all Sukhi, and therefore you should go to heaven and not listen to Vedanta. Remember, not what Vedanta? Huh? Huh? ठीक है. Not listen to Vedanta. What is that? And therefore, now he says it is not a very difficult thing. What is it? Asmin loke raja prabhutinam dukhinam api swashita paripalanadikam yatha tatheti jneyam. No, there is something to be asked. You don't have to go to heaven to find it out how they do it. And nor does this established rule is wiped away. Which what is that? Yatra yatra sharira parigraham tatra tatra dukkham. This rule is not wiped away, falsified. Not at all. Why? Because even Asmin Loke, you don't have to go to heaven to find how these gods are, though they are living in heaven and Sharira Parigraha is there, so Kam is also there for them. Then how? How they are Upasya. And how can they give others? This is Asmin Loke, even in your world, Raja Prabhutinam Dukhinam api Swashita Paripalanadikam Yatha Tatha Sheyam. Now, these kings and rich landlords, what do? They themselves may be dukhi. But now, those people who are dependent on them are not they are will they not give rewards? And when the rewards are given to those people who are serving them, so the recipients will become happy or not. So though he himself is dukhi, he is giving. Hmm? No, there is this rich Raja, some landlord, Zamindar, his wife has died. He's still mourning. Huh? कितना अच्छी थी she used to look so nice in this Banarasi sari and all that, all crying and all. But then somebody brings him one nice bowl of tomato soup. Mm. Oh, my wife also used to, this tomato soup color exactly like that Banarasi sari. So nice in this. And this sari color also. And so now he will give some reward to the cook. हाँ, कितना अच्छा बनाया. One gold coin. No, gold is too much for tomato soup. Okay, give silver. Okay, then silver. So he himself is crying, but huh? So the cook who has received it, a reward for making the tomato soup so nice and the color exactly matching to the Banarasi sari of his wife. Then he becomes happy or not on receiving the silver this thing reward. So asmin loke rasa prakriti nam dukhi nam api swashita paripalanadikam yathatha iti shriyam. And they take care of their dependents. Devaloke deva anandarupastischanti iti shrutehe deva dukham sarvam pi antakarana dharmam matva atmananda swarupam sadanubhavantaha eva tishtanti iti tatparyam. Now there was a possibility that this fellow, who the Purva Paksha was going to bring one more Shruti, and that Shruti was Devaloke Deva Anandarupas Tishtanti. In the Devaloka, the Devatas, how do they live? As Anandarupa, in a joyful form. How are they? In a very joyful form. Anandarupas tishtati. Iti shrutehe. Then according to you, this shruti is wrong because yatra yatra sarira parigram tatra tatra dukkham will also come. Then what about these devas? So here it is said, Devaha dukkham sarvamapi antakarana dharmam. Now, if those are the devas, then naturally they will have access to the satsang with Shiva Bhagavan, Vishnu Bhagavan, or Prajapati. Okay? They will get a chance someday to have darshan. And then when they have darshan, Tattvamasi is spoken. And now when it is explained, they also realize, and therefore now, what do they realize? That they understand in that Devaloka Sakshat Bhagavan Shankarji is giving you that knowledge. Why will it not fructify? So there, antakarana sarvam dukkham sarvam api antakarana dharmam. They understand. What is simple thing? That dukkham is what? Antakarana dharmam. They understand that. Iti matva atmananda swarupam. And thus, now that Ananda is the very nature of the self, that is what is my nature. That Swarupam, they keep looking again and again at it. And as a result, Sadanubhavantaha eva tishtanti. As long as now that it is there, their tenure is there in that heaven, there they live. And then from there, they can even get liberated. Or if the knowledge has not taken place properly, they will come back. But now they already are set on the path. So their journey is Urdhvagati only till the knowledge gets fructified. But in that heaven, at least this much knowledge they will have that sarvamapi dukkham antakarana dharmameva. Teshamapi, further, dukkham astiti vadantyaha. Now even those gods, in spite of them realizing that but that dukkham, etc., of that sharira parigraha is going to be there. How come you are saying so? Because Shruti herself is there. Iti dukkham astiti vadantyaha ta eka devata srishta asmin mahatyarnave prapatan aitariya. Iti shrutehe devanamapi sharira parigraha dukkham asti eva iti tatparyam. Now that Shruti says, those devatas which were created, what happens to them? Srishta devata asmin mahatyaranave praptan. Now they have fallen into this great ocean. What that ocean means? What ocean? Samsara sagare asmin. Great ocean means where they have fallen mahatyaranave. What is that aranava? Samsara aranava. Samsara sagare prapatan. They are fallen. निमज्जति निमज्जन्ति डुबकी लगाते हैं not come back, then they're again taken down. You know how a person drowns in the water, he comes up several times and then goes down till the lungs are filled with water and then he drowns. As long as the lungs are still are not filled with water, he keeps coming up and down. Buoyancy. No? What is it called? Law of buoyancy. Okay, buoyancy only, right? Huh? Okay. So now till then, like that in Samsara Sagar also, he keeps going, getting Dukkham and a little bit till, Sukham again, keeps going up and down like that. But he does not drown and die. In Samsara only this is happening. Nimajjanti. Nanu ashariram mukterev muktitvam chet स शरीरा आकाशे नक्षत्र रूपेण परिदृश्यमानाः केचन देवा मुक्ताः इति मनुष्यैः कथं कथ्यन्ते. Now there are some people, they have this one opinion and Shastriya, so nothing wrong. Nanu Otherwise, a Shastriya Purva Paksha cannot be here. Remember this. Hmm? A Shastriya Purva Paksha is not going to be settled through a Shastriya Uttar. Okay? That a Shastriya Purva Paksha will be given, paid back in their own coin only. Remember this. So that's why if somebody comes, oh, in our book, in our religion, it is said like that, then you don't take Bhagavad Gita. But in Bhagavad Gita, it is said like that. No, Bhagavad Gita, no. In your book, only what is said now is contradicted by your own book in some other place. That is what is to be shown. You understand what I'm saying? Maskarji, so you don't answer them from with Bhagavad Gita as the pramanam because for them that Bhagavad Gita is not a pramanam. How for them what is pramanam? Their book. So show them the discrepancy from their book only, and that is how you settle the score. Not by quoting Bhagavad Gita and bringing Shruti to them. No, that's not the way. But what happens? So that's why there is not going to, over here also this nakshatra etc. What is he saying is some shastriya paksha only. Okay. Shast. So nanu asharira muktereva muktitvam chet. Now, if you are going to say what is liberation, then being discovering this freedom from the restriction of the body itself is called as liberation. Asharira muktereva muktitvam, and that's why we have mukti is videha kaivalyam. What is the real meaning of mukti? Videha kaivalyam. Okay. Jivan mukti is close to videha mukti. And he who is a Jivan Mukta attains Videha Mukti. That is what we are saying. Got it? Vimuktascha vimuchyate. Vimuktascha vimuchyate. That vimukta means Jivan Mukta. And the second that vimut, he who is liberated gets liberated. What is the meaning otherwise? So he who has attained Jivan Mukti attains Videha Mukti. Okay, that is what is said. So what is the real meaning? Finally, what is the final definition of your liberation is that it is videha kaivalyam only, videha mukti. So nanu asharira muktereva muktitvam chet, if this is what you are saying, then sasharira akashe nakshatra rupena paridrashyamanaha kechan devaha mukta iti mnushyaikaram katyante. So some people say these nakshatras that you see, the heavenly, the stars and things which are there shining up in the heaven, are all the devas, and they are all liberated. That's why they are standing there, like Dhruva, etc., and that's why they are shining up in the sky. Katham kathyante, how come they are saying so? So shrunu, listen. Though what is the meaning of mukti is videha kaivalyam, yet this word mukti is used by the Shastra to mean mukti of different levels, like salokyam, samipyam, sarupyam, sayuchamiti, chaturvidha mukti. The mukti is again fourfold. What are these fourfold? Salokyam. Salokya means being in the world of God, that God or what? Huh? Your upasya, Vishnu Loka. Salokyam, Samipyam. Samipyam means that you have access and you can actually serve God. So Samipyam, Sarupyam, and then that just not the proximity, but you also have so much of identification that you look like the Pratimurti, like the Pratibimba, reflection. Exactly like that. Sarupyam, Sayujam, and then finally Sayujam means oneness. No difference. Sayujam. So over here he says these are the four types of muktis which are discussed in the Shastra. Salokyam, Samipyam, Sarupyam, Sayujam. Okay. Further, Charya Kriya Yogo Jnanamiti Chaturnaam Kramena Sadhana. And the sadhanas, the means to attain these four types of moksha, four types of mukti is what? Charya. So, Charya will take you to Salokyam, Kriya will take you to Samipyam, Yoga will take you to Sarupyam, and Jnanam will take you to Sayujyam. Iti Kramena Sadhana. So the sequence should not be disturbed. So what is the sequence? Aha, don't jump. Salokyam Samipyam. How can you attend Sayukyam without going close? Salokyam, Samipyam, Sarupyam, Sayukyam. And what are the sadhanas? Charya, Kriya, Yogam, and Jnanam. These are the four sadhanas, respectively. Bhagvat Kainkarya Rupa Das Charya. What is called as Charya? Charya means the seva. Bhagvat Kainkarya Rupa Das Now, living with the attitude that I am the servant serving my Lord. Kainkarya. You know the meaning of word Kinkara, na? Kinkara means that actually just not the servant only, but this Kinkara is ever ready to serve. Because his question is Kim Karomi, what should I do, sir? What should I do for you? Always ready and eager to serve. He is always eager to serve the God, his master, his Swami. That's why Kinkara. So, and that bhava is Kainkaryam. That bhava is Kainkaryam. So, Ram Kinkar. Like that. Vishnu Dasa, Shiva Dasa, Durga Dasa, so on and so forth. So, Bhagavad Kainkarya Rupa. So, if you have lived your life, you are living everything with this attitude that I am Bhagavad Kinkara. I am the servant of God serving Him. So, तुम्हारी मर्जी नहीं. What is whose मर्जी? You are living by God's command. Whether you like to do that or you don't like it, it is Him. I'm simply delivering what I have been told to do. I'm doing. So Bhagavad Kainkarya. If this is it, then that is called as Charya. And this Charya takes you to Salokyam. Want to go to Kailas Lok? Swamiji, you want to go to Kailas Lok. Will we get it? Do the Charya. Otherwise, you will go over there and you will ask Shankar Bhagwan only, serve me. Now that I have come to Kailas, your home, I'm your guest, you better serve me, you will tell. Chai lao, coffee lao. Shankar Bhagwan says, please stay in Marchalok only. Go. Huh? Must stay there only. Chai vai chahiye. Huh? Otherwise, go in that Kailas, our Kailas Manas, there is one Tibetan monastery. Unke paas jao. They will give you some Tibetan chai. Hmm. So, okay, now you understand. Shiva Vishnuvadi Puja Vidhihi Kriya, what is called as Kriya, which is the means to Samipyam, is is that puja, etc. Whose puja? Shiva, Vishnu, Shiva's puja. As there are people, who do the puja with such great ardent devotion, not a single day, whether it is a rainy day or a summer day or they are under the weather or anything, that puja never misses. There are people, even if they are having intense pain and they are just out of that operation theater, they will apply the basma and the puja at least 5 minutes, 10 minutes. People, there are people we have seen coming out of the operation theater. Their first question is like, "Can let us do our puja?" How? But you are not allowed to take bath. No, Asma Snana is there. I met one such great person. Now, this lady was devotee of Ram, and her son-in-law died. My friend's father, and I was sitting there, Mahatma, only sitting there with him. So she had one question to us. She says, "Swamiji, please tell me, now that my son-in-law is died, I won't be able to do the puja because can't touch. There are rules. But can I do Manas puja or not?" So they don't want to miss a single day, any day. No concessions are sought, no discounts. They will do. Such people, for them, this Kriya will take them to Samipyam. Now, already they have Salupyam, Samipyam, proximity to serve. Yamaniyamadi Ashtanga Yoga. Now that yoga is the sadhanam for Sarupyam. How that Sarupyam will take place, how will you also be like God? Because God, that Ishvara, in any form, is endowed with all these Ashtanga yogas in full measure. So that also, if you follow Ashtanga yoga, Yamaniyamadi Ashtanga yoga, then obviously you will be as if the replica of your Ishta. A replica. Hmm? Like Uddhavji. Uddhav was as if the Pratibimba of Shri Krishna. Like that. Jiva Parameshwara Parameshwarayoho Aikya Sakshatkaro Jnanam. What exactly do you mean by knowledge? Some PhD? Huh? He says, no. This Sakshatkara, the realization of oneness with God, of Atma and Jiva and Ishvara is one and the same. This realization is called as knowledge. And this knowledge is the cause for Sayujyam. Okay. Tatra adyattisro muktayo mukhya na bhavanti. Now he says the first three are not the principal meaning of the word mukti. They are called as mukti, but they are not the principal meaning of the word mukti. Mukhya na bhavanti. Why? Punaravritti sambhavat. Because even if you have attained Salupyam, Samipyam, and Sarupyam, yet what is there? Punaravritti is there. Means again you will be born, taken away. You all know Hiranyakashipu and all, how these people were born, Jai Vijay and all this. Sambhavat. Sayujyameva mukhya mukti. And therefore, what is the principal meaning of the word mukti? Sayujyameva. Why? Punaravritti varjanat. Because punaravritti is cancelled over there. Therefore, yogena sayujam iti shastram nirguna brahma vishayam. When even that shastram which says yogena sayujam, That Sayujam means Nirguna Brahma Vishayam Jnanam. Okay? Jnanam. This is the meaning. But sir, you have yet not answered our question that those nakshatras which are seen are the devas which are liberated. So we are going to tell you that amongst these three, there could be any of that shining up in the antariksham. Okay? We will see that more when we meet tomorrow. Enough for the day. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnaat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate Om Shanti 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 Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayan Sutra Bhashikritam Vande Bhagavantam Punah Punah Ishvaro Gururatmeti Mukti Veda Vibhagine Vyomavadvyaptadehaaya Dakshinamurtaye Namaha. Thank you all. Thank you very much.
Hari Om Pranam Swami.